What makes you you? That's a question that you should actually ask yourself and contemplate because it will solve a lot of problems. If you understand yourself, if you understand how you see yourself, you'll realize that how you see yourself is how life is. If you see yourself as a millionaire, your life will be the life of a millionaire. If you see yourself as a loser, you'll see life as a loser. Life will react to you as a loser. And that's why your self image is the most important thing. But what is a self image? It's again how you see yourself. If a 10 out of 10 girl saw herself as ugly, she'll act like that. She'll act in ways that make her actually seem ugly. And people will react to her as if she's ugly. Now, she isn't ugly, she's actually very pretty. But the thing is that she saw herself as an ugly girl. And what that does is that it makes her produce actions and thoughts that align with that self image. She saw herself as ugly, so she thought the thoughts of an ugly girl and she took actions of an ugly girl. So the world around her reacted to her as if she was actually ugly, even though she wasn't. My name is Hazim, and I want to help you build your best self image that will completely transform your life. And I want to also build a community, a brotherhood of like minded individuals, people like you who want to improve their self images and their lives. So click the link in the description to help me build that dream. Most people don't understand that your self image controls everything. If you're a homeless person, but you saw yourself as a millionaire, that self image is what matters. It doesn't matter where you are right now. You are homeless, but you have the self image of a millionaire. So, what that will do is that your actions and your thoughts will align with that self image. You will have the thoughts of a millionaire, the actions of a millionaire. So, you'll eventually be a millionaire. So, most people will try to change things in the opposite way. They'll try to go make money, then they can become millionaires, then they can dress like a millionaire, and they can think like a millionaire, and they can act like a millionaire. But that's not how it works. And that's why most of the people who actually get rich are kind of delusional because they see themselves as millionaires, as billionaires before they even make a dollar. And that's the power of the self image. Most people use the self image without realizing it. Some people use it in the correct way, and others use it to ruin their lives. And in this video, I'll just tell you the simple points that you need to understand to make your self image work for you, not the other way around. So, the first point is the loop. You have to understand, like I said, your self image dictates your thoughts and beliefs, and your thoughts and beliefs dictate your actions, and your actions dictate your results, and your results dictate your self image. But the thing is that it's a loop. So, if you change your thoughts, the actions will change, the results will change, the self image will change. If you change the results, the self image will change, the thoughts will change, the actions will change. And this is what you need to understand. Your self image is constantly changing. You're constantly building a new one, but usually you're stuck in that loop. You do a bad habit, so your results are worse. So your self image is worse. So your thoughts are worse. So you go into that negative feedback loop. And the beautiful thing is that this, again, is a loop. If you just improve one part of it, if you improve the thoughts, if you improve the actions, if you improve the results, your self image will change. If you improve one, all of the others will improve with it. So simply take a thought, take an action, take a result, how you dress, your lifestyle, and improve one of them. Think positive thoughts that you don't usually think. Take actions that you don't usually take. Actions that will make you see yourself as a better person. Wear nicer clothes, get a nice haircut. All of these things will eventually change your self-image. They will eventually improve your self-image. And again, when you improve your self-image, you improve your life. But the first step won't be as effective if you don't use the second step, which is intention. You have two parts in your mind. You have the conscious and you have the subconscious. The subconscious is the part of the mind that you use 95% of your life. The conscious, however, you don't use for as long. But it's super important because with the conscious, you can insert thoughts and actions into the subconscious. So if you think negative thoughts all of the time, if you feel like there's automatic thoughts being produced, negative thoughts, that's your subconscious. But if you make thoughts, if you say, I won't be able to do that, that's you inserting that thought into your subconscious by using the conscious. You consciously think, I can do this. And that thought is taken by the subconscious and it looks at it, okay, I can do that. Okay, he wants me to replicate this thought. And that's why for the rest of the day you think negative thoughts. That's why when you wake up in a negative mood and you say a couple of bad things about yourself, you find that the rest of the day is negative. Except if you do something positive in the middle of the day, you do something fun, you'll find that you get positive thoughts and for the rest of the day you're happy. That's again the power of the self-image, that's the power of your mind. So use intention, because if you use intention, your mind will see the actions that you're trying to change. It will see the thoughts that you're trying to change. It will see the results that you're trying to change. It will realize that your self-image is being changed, that you are trying to change your self-image. The self-image is all about giving proof to your mind. If your mind sees that you're changing, if it sees that you're doing the actions of a millionaire, it will then match that action with the self-image. It will give you the self-image of a millionaire. The only thing is that it has to realize, it has to see what you're doing. And it won't see that except if you're conscious. So put intention behind your actions so that your mind realizes, it sees the proof, and so that it takes that action and it inserts it into the subconscious, so the subconscious can produce the same type of actions all of the time. Imagine if you read a book for 1 hour with a lot of intention, and that 1 hour was conscious. That 1 hour will produce 30, 50, even 100 hours of reading with the subconscious. Because you just inserted 1 hour of reading with the conscious into the subconscious. So now the subconscious is like, okay, we want to read, we have to read. And the subconscious, again, is what you use for 95% of your life. So imagine if 95% of your life is you thinking positively, is you telling yourself, okay, go read. That's the power of the subconscious, and the conscious, that's the power of your self-image. So I'll give you, again, the best 2 steps to improve your self-image and your life is to simply take one thing from each part of the loop. Take a thought, take an action, and take a result. A result being your lifestyle, how you dress, how you walk, how you talk, all of these things. And just improve one part of each. And while improving each part, put intention into the action. So go improve your loop and improve your self-image and max out your life. And again, I'm building a community from the ground up. A community, a brotherhood of people like you who will help each other improve their self-images and their lives. So please help me make my dream a reality by clicking the link in the description and joining that brotherhood.